Oh, it looks so good in here. Last time I was in here, onslaughted by like a million cast members and like passing things out of my bag, like fucking Mary Poppins. By the way, am I allowed to swear? My name is Candace. I am the current director and longest running member of Lips Down on Dixie. We do the Rocky Horror Picture Show here at the fabulous Plaza Theater, Ponce de Leon. Oh, by the way, the movie's rated R and cast is rated X. Here is costume profanity and semi-nudity. If you're offended by those scenes, please leave now, because it's about to get real fucking gay, real fucking quick. Rocky Horror is about a transsexual alien who comes from another planet to create the perfect man. It's a musical from 1975, and it's a total shit show. Welcome to the Rocky Horror Picture Show! But what's great about it is the community and the friendship that is built over it. Every week you have this island of misfit toys, ragtag cast all around the country that meet on Friday and Saturday nights that become their own selected families to perform this movie. And while the movie may be total garbage by today's movie standards, it's really endearing.
For people who are really kind of out of the loop, I would describe it as strange and older. Still good though, you know, it's still, a lot of it holds up. I think everybody has a different Rocky Horror experience, and that's kind of what makes it cool.
On top of Patricia Quinn, with sensual daydreams and erotic nightmares.
I think that everyone is sort of drawn to this at some point in their life. I don't think it's for everybody. I think some people come out of this going, well, that was something I'm never going to do again, but at least they did it once. And then there's some people who come here and they just want to keep coming back.
Yep, I go pretty much every weekend. It was surprising because I was worried that it would feel unsafe. You know, it would feel kind of like a little too rowdy, but you actually feel very safe here. You know, it's a protected rowdy environment, I would say.
I went to a midnight showing when I was like 16, and I was like, wow, someday I would really, really like to do this. I listen to the music on like repeat, and it never gets old for like my whole life. I was just like, well, I might as well put use of me knowing all the lyrics and shit and do it. Because I'm an actress, like I went to college for musical theater, so I love performing.
It's really freeing. I really enjoy it. There's nothing like shadowcasting. It's campy, it's fun, no one takes anything seriously, and if you fuck up, you can do it better again next time. My friend and I watched the movie obsessively at home. We rehearsed the callbacks. We went to rockyhorrorcallbacks.org and like printed out scripts and rehearsed them, and we had it down to a science.
I'm so glad that somebody else did that.
Yes,
I did that too.
Right.
I wanted to know the callbacks so bad.
I pledge allegiance to my tent. Rocky Horror's full of shit.
Dr. Scott! Red! With anticipation.
Really, it's a transgressive celebration of alternative sexualities and just misfit identities. It attracts a lot of people who are basically misfits or feel like they don't fit into mainstream sexuality or gender expression.
I.e. really effing weird.
Yeah, thank you.
In the best way possible, of course.
Exactly, yes.
What's up, doggo? You guys got some prop bags? Yeah. What's up, dog? How's it going? You want some prop bags? I have a special just for you, dog. Get your prop bags.
Without glasses.
You're getting all my dirty tools. They're normally so much cleaner, I promise. How are you? I'm good. I'm excited. I am too. Oh, there it is. Coming down that side. You do water. You
Splash the water. By the line of the right, you'll all see my light.
I'll get you a satanic mechanic.
I had always been in theater since I was little, and I had never seen something like it ever before. I went to a performing arts high school, and I read Perks of Being a Wallflower when I was really, probably too little for that, and I fell in love with Rocky Horror from the book. I'm queer, and it's such a welcoming community in some ways that I loved it. And I started college and didn't do theater, and I got sexually assaulted, and I decided instead of inverting my sexuality that I'd go back into performing in the most sexual way that I'd seen, and I joined Rocky Horror.
Hey, Aaron, what's the name of that one Barry Bostwick song that got cut? Once in a Little While. Look it up. Look up Once in a Little While. So the first time I saw Rocky was here. It was a little, not weirded out, but it was sensory overload. I ended up coming back a couple months later, a little before my 17th birthday, and then started my consecutive run of just going until I joined cast and then kept going. This week is actually my first week as the first string Dr. Scott and the only Dr. Scott. I really enjoy doing Eddie's Teddy because I get to do a lot of shoulder movements and get a little spunky. Yeah, it's a fun time.
My first weekend was the first week in October, and that was when I started with Chris. They were just like, go do this, go do that, go do that. And I was terrified, and I was like, it's way past my bedtime. What am I doing here? I'm 3 years younger than everyone else. And I was kind of do I really want to do this? But I was like, you know what, I'm going to stick it out for the month of October. And if I still hate it by the end of the month, then I'll quit. But then I stopped hating it, and it was fantastic, and I love this cast, and I love everyone here.
My favorite part, just being able to perform the movie with all my friends. It's super fun.
God, just meeting new people all the time and getting to perform in front of new audiences. Especially my role, I get to tell dumb jokes and be silly on stage in front of new people every week. It's great.
With all Shadowcasts, with all people that do Rocky, I think the takeaway point is you need to keep the message of Rocky Horror at its heart, and that is, don't dream it, be it. You shouldn't write about what you want to do on Facebook. You shouldn't just sit around and daydream. You need to take actual steps to do what you want, to live your life, and to be your authentic self. And that's the most important message Rocky can give you.
All right. Okay, ready? One. Wait. 1, 2.